What's up everybody, this is Crystal Digital Rim, and in this video we're covering the Logitech Brio 4K web camera. So pretty much we're just gonna unbox this, see what it's about, give you an honest review, and pretty much just roll like that. So let's get to it. Boom. So that being said, we're just gonna go ahead and grab some scissors here. Opening it up for the first time, so you're gonna see it live here for the first time. Let's see what we have here. Boom. 1, 2. All right. So first, it's a review on packaging, right? Let's see what the packaging is like. Oh, it looks like there's 3. The big label on the side. If I can get in there, boom, just like that. All right, let's see what we got here. All right. So it's pretty much, this is the packaging for the camera. I was assuming it might be another box inside of this box, but looks like this is the final box. And this is pretty much how it comes. It comes in this this little plastic thing, but the camera looks like this. Yeah, I like how it looks. It's very sleek looking, very just very sleek, very smooth looking. So we're gonna actually just take this out of this part and see, you know, get a better feel for what it is. So this slides right out just like that. So boom. All right. So if you can tell, it's a pretty much just a polished finish. It has the plastic on the front end here. I'm assuming there's no camera cover, so you might have to purchase a camera cover after aftermarket camera cover for it. But with that being said, it looks good. Yeah, there's a USB, looks like the USB on the back here that you would plug your device into. I know I'm getting a glare, so I'm trying to turn it to the side a little bit. But plug your USB to the back, and that USB would go to your computer. So it should plug right into your computer. Let's see what else is in the box before we actually take it off, take the packaging, or take it out of take the plastic off of it. Boom. Oh, it does come with a cover. Here we go right here. There's a cover right here. So this cover we'll figure out how to snap it on, but it looks like we do have a lens cover or a camera cover. So that will work out. It looks like, I'm not sure if that's 100% sure if that's what it is, but it looks like. So it's also cording and looks like a carrying case, just in case you were traveling with this. You don't want your lens to get scratched up, so it comes with a carrying case as well. So we're just going to show you the actual USB. Looks like a USB-C type, the bigger USB, the newer ones. So yeah, pretty much that's your USB. So this would go into the back of the camera here. This USB will go in the back of the camera here, and this side will go into your computer, right? A regular USB. Carrying case. You see, I'm getting all the little accessories out of the way first. Boom, a little carrying case. It's like a cloth material. Don't know how often you would use this. Again, it depends on how often, if you travel with your camera. Now, with that being said, I know people do travel, travel with their laptop and maybe have their camera with them. You know, if they're, if they're vlogging on the go, or, have Zoom meetings on the go. So in hotel rooms, whatever, but being able to pack this up without scratching the lens, because I would assume, I pretty much know, just like with any lens, once you scratch the lens, that camera or that device is pretty much, I don't want to say useless, but it just doesn't, it's not the same once you scratch that lens. So you want to really protect that lens, and this is a good cloth material if you even want to wipe it to protect that lens, right? So you pretty much just take it out of the packaging. What we're going to do right now, boom, just like that. Boom. Just like that. Something, it's always something so satisfying about peeling this off. I remember when I was younger, I used to like hold off from peeling off this stuff to try to keep it as new as long as possible. I'm pretty sure there are other people out there that do that as well. Probably still do that. Oh yeah, I could use this cloth here. Boom. So this is what your camera kind of looks like, right? Again, very sleek. It would look good. To me, it would look good in an actual studio. It just has a good look. It's not big and bulky. There's not a lot of extra going on as far as just like speakers and all kinds of just, it's just a real, you know, real polished looking camera, if you want to say polished. I wouldn't even necessarily say that's the right term I want to use, but I think y'all get what I'm saying, like real looking, sleek looking. So it does come with this cover. Now this camera will go on top of your device or your monitor. So basically you would, if you can see, you put it over here so you can see, your monitor will go right here. You would just like latch it on and it would just, the back would support it there and it would just look at you like that. Now how to put this camera cover on, figured it out that quick. So it comes with, let me put this down. This camera cover has two sides, but you might notice that one of the sides has these two grooves. That's gonna go on top of the camera, and then the other side with the flap is gonna flap down in front of the camera, just like that. And again, it's very intuitive because you saw me just open it, so it's kind of like, you know, putting two and two together, and boom, you have your camera cover. So just like that, now you have your camera cover, and it's ready to go, ready to rock and roll. So what we're gonna do is go ahead and plug this baby in. Oh, what's a good idea? Because I know I'm streaming right now and I'm not sure if there's a way to plug this in and actually show you the footage. So we will probably insert the footage right next after this. So we'll insert the footage so you can see what this camera looks like, right? All right, so what we'll do is just, like I was saying, what we'll do is just go ahead and plug it in the side. So we'll go ahead and plug that USB-C to the back of the camera, right? Plug it to the back of the camera. And then we're just gonna plug it in the USB into the side of your machine or wherever USB is available. To the back of your machine, the side of your machine, wherever it's available. And we're about to see if it'll record and just recognize this camera, and we can just get a nice quick demo. And one of the things I am noticing is this, I'm attempting to attach it to a laptop screen. And because of how the camera is made, it's thicker than the actual screen. So it has to like hang over in a way. So we're just gonna leave that there because we know what this video is about. And again, this is the Logitech, so boom. This is the Logitech camera. We know what this video about. So now let's see if we can get set up our stream while we're streaming, while we're live, and while we're recording. But can we recognize this camera in our software? If we can't, we'll just insert, like I said before, we'll insert the actual footage from the camera into the actual stream, so our actual final video. And if you want to check out that final video, make sure you go to digitalrealm.com and get your membership and get access to the latest news and things like that with digitalrealm.com. So with that being said, let's just see if this works as far as the camera being recognized. Let's go. So one of the things I am noticing, this is the camera right here, the Logitech 4K. So one thing I am noticing, it does the exposure is brighter than my actual DSLR. Even though I know my DSLR, I can change the setting, ISO, so on and so forth. So with that being said, but I do like, for my DSLR, I do like the actual contrast, a little more contrast. This is a little more poppy to me, but it's okay. I really think this is good for what it is. Now, one of the key tests when getting the camera, this is what I always look for, but one of the key tests is the focus. So if it focus, how quickly it will focus. So if I put my hand here, you know, it seems like it's doing a good job. It's not coming in and out of focus a lot. So it's kind of like, I think this is really good. Personally, I really like how the focus seems. I'm definitely gonna have to look back on the actual footage, but the focus seems good. And if you put your hands in front of the camera, you're talking, blah blah blah. It doesn't look like it's a lot of play as far as the focal length or the focal point. So I think that's a plus. I am seeing some I am noticing some exposure shifting a little bit, but again, you're gonna expect so much out of an actual web camera because it is trying to calculate things automatically for the user. One of the things that I do like about the DSLR, you can set it all manually and it's set for the actual shot. So it's pretty much no, the exposure won't change, the ISO doesn't automatically change, the actual focal length. If you set it to, you know, manual focal length, like I always suggest, it doesn't change. But again, this is a great camera for what it does. This is really a good camera for what it does. I think the quality as far as the resolution is really nice. It's kind of weird that it comes in at a square aspect ratio, but again, if you can deal with that, I say still go with it, because more than likely you are doing Zoom calls or things like that, and the square aspect ratio fits perfectly in that environment. So with that being said, I think this I would give this camera on a, if you want to say a 10-star rate or a 10-star scale or 10-point scale, I would give this camera a strong 8.5. I would give this camera a strong 8.5, because again, for the design, for the resolution, for the quality, for the fact that it does seem to calculate focal length pretty well. Why not a 9 or a 10 is mainly the same reason a lot of same issue a lot of web cameras deal with, is just that exposure, just that in and out exposure. Like it can't necessarily see, you know, just establish one brightness for the continuation of the shot. So really, that's one of the things that bothers me with a lot of automatic cameras or web cameras, things like that. So with that being said, you still get an 8.5 out of 10 for my rating for this. But great camera, all around good product. You have the lens cover, you have everything. So we're gonna hop right back into where we left off and pretty much just let you know how it goes from there. So let's go. Boom, so there it is. There you got to see the Logitech camera with the Brio 4K webcam. So you got to see the Logitech Brio 4K Pro webcam live in effect. You got to see the unboxing. You got to see some of the output as far as this video quality a few seconds ago, and you got to see some of the hardware, how it's sleek it looks. It's not very heavy. I'll say about half a pound maybe, if that. I need to get better. I would say get better about, you know, probably being able to tell how many ounces this might be. But again, probably like half a pound, a quarter pound, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, pretty sleek design. I really like it. Yeah, I think this will work great for what we need it for. So more for web, you know, Zoom calls, webcams, things like that, where we need a webcam, but we don't necessarily always want to use our DSLR. So with that being said, this is something that you can easily travel around with and throw in your bag, with your laptop, and pretty much have a good device to pretty much have Zoom calls, have Zoom meetings, have virtual meetings, and things like that. And if you are doing webinars and stuff like that, I really highly recommend you getting one of these. Don't go the cheaper route. Go ahead and get the 4K camera and just pretty much have the best quality for your video. So with that being said, or for your presentation, I say for your video, both the same thing, but for your virtual presentation, because you want to look polished and professional. So with that being said, go ahead and grab you one of these, and yeah, I'll see y'all later on in another video. So with that being said, all y'all have a blessed day. Do that one thing that takes you closer to your goals. Take care. Later, y'all. Peace.